Okay, so topic number two focus on actually most interesting, no, especially in the field of IT, because it talks about ethical and legal considerations in technology use, specifically in our country. No? So the rapid evolution of technology in the Philippines has brought remarkable changes, no, creating countless opportunities as for growth, for innovation, and convenience. However, this transformation also brings a host of ethical and legal challenges now that demand serious consideration. As the country adopts digital platforms and tools in various sectors such as education, business, and governance.
ARD. Ano lang yung dati eh? PO1. PO1.
Always turn up your microphone. Thank you. Okay. As the country adopts digital platforms and tools in various sectors, such as, of course, in education, business, and governance, no, ensuring that these advancements are ethically sound and legally compliant is important and critical. Now, in our country, of course, you are familiar with Data Privacy Act or Privacy and Data Protection Act or the Data Privacy Act of 2012. Now, of course, supervised by the National Privacy Commission, their main office in the PICC actually. One of the most pressing ethical concern in the Philippines technology landscape is data privacy. No? With the rise of digital platforms, personal data is collected and stored at an unprecedented scale. So, the misuse of this data, whether through hacking, identity theft, or unauthorized sharing, is a significant threat. So the Data Privacy Act of 2012, which aims to safeguard the personal information of Filipinos, set clear legal standards for the collection, processing, and storage of data. Yet, implementation remains a challenge, especially among smaller businesses and institutions that may lack the resources to comply or to fully comply actually. Now, another, of course, is the cybersecurity. Now, we have Cybercrime Act of 2012. Now, so the growing dependence on technology increases vulnerability to cyber attacks. So, ethical considerations arise when discussing how individuals or businesses and the government protect their digital infrastructure, because many organizations are still playing catch up with cybersecurity measures, while legal frameworks like the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 strive to regulate and penalize cybercrime. However, there's a delicate balance between enhancing security and respecting individual freedoms. Now, another is the accessibility and digital divide. Ethically, technology should serve all citizens equally, but the digital divide in the Philippines is stark. Okay. Urban areas enjoy fast internet speeds and better access to devices, while of course the rural areas often lag behind. So this disparity in access raises ethical questions about equality and inclusion. Legally, our government has made efforts to bridge this gap through the Free Public Wi-Fi Act, yet the digital infrastructure needed for nationwide access remains incomplete. And our government, our Philippine government, also crafted put up another department, which is the Department of Communication and Information Technology, that is DICT, who actually in charge for this, in the infrastructure, Wi-Fi, and anything about technology. Now, another thing, of course, is the intellectual property rights. Now, as technology enables the fast sharing and creation of content, the protection of intellectual property becomes critical or crucial. Artists, software developers, and content creators face the risk of having their work used without permission. So the Philippines has a strong intellectual property laws under the Intellectual Property Code. But the enforcement again of these laws is inconsistent. So ethically, respecting creators' right is essential to fostering a culture of innovation and at the same time creativity. Right now, we have artificial intelligence and automation. The rise of artificial intelligence and automation introduces both opportunities and dilemmas. Artificial intelligence has the potential to optimize many sectors, syempre from healthcare to manufacturing, but it also threatens job displacement. So ethically, the challenge is ensuring that technology does not leave people behind, especially low-skilled workers who may struggle to find employment in an automated world. While there are no specific legal frameworks governing artificial intelligence in the Philippines yet, discussions actually around labor rights and the future of working are ongoing. Another is the digital citizenship and accountability. With social media and online platforms becoming integral to daily life, to our daily life, ethical issues concerning digital citizenships arise. How should individuals behave online? Troll farms, fake news, and online bullying are growing problem in the Philippines. Now, legally, the country is grappling with ways to enforce accountability in the digital space, from stricter penalties for libel to the removal of harmful content. However, ethical education is also necessary to promote responsible online behavior. And this will be our responsibility as educator or incoming educator. Another thing is the e-waste and environmental impact. So, as technology continues to advance, old gadgets and devices quickly become obsolete. So, leading to a growing e-waste problem. Ethically, companies and consumers must take responsibility for properly disposing of electronic devices, ensuring that they do not harm the environment. So, the legal framework surrounding e-waste management in the Philippines through evolving still lacks stringent policies that hold tech companies accountable for the environmental impact to their products. Another is the technological surveillance. No? Another ethical and legal consideration is the use of technology for surveillance. In certain situations, surveillance tools are essential for national security, but they can also lead to privacy violation if abused. So the state's use for surveillance technology must balance security with civil liberties. No? So legal safeguards are necessary to prevent unauthorized surveillance and misuse of personal data, but the ethical responsibility also lies in ensuring transparency and accountability in how these tools are deployed. Another, of course, is the freedom of expression and censorships. Now, the rise of digital platforms has given Filipinos a voice, but this newfound power comes with risk. Content moderation on social media platforms, while necessary, can sometimes edge towards censorship. Ethically, the challenge is finding the balance between removing harmful content and protecting freedom of expression. So the legal system must ensure that freedom of speech enshrined in the Philippines Constitution is upheld in the digital space. But laws like the Anti-Terrorism Act can potentially be misused to silence dissent. Another, of course, is the fake news and misinformation. In country where social media plays a dominant role, no, in shaping public opinions and spread of fake news has become a major ethical issue because misinformation, no, can incite violence, no, manipulate elections, or damage reputations. Legally, the Philippines has introduced measures like the Anti-Fake News Act to combat this, but ethical responsibility also lies with individuals, media outlets, and platforms to verify information before sharing it. So therefore, we need to look into technology in education. The rapid shift to online learning during the pandemic highlighted ethical issues and technology use within the education sector. Not all students have equal access to gadgets. Alam natin yan. Even dun sa reliable internet or dun sa conducive learning environment. While legal frameworks, no, like the Department of Education's policy, attempt to address these disparities, no, the ethical challenge remains in ensuring that no student is left behind in the digital transitions. Pagkakaupo ko talaga ng ano, ha? Okay. Another is technology in healthcare. No? Technology has transformed the healthcare industry in the Philippines, no? With telemedicine and electronic health records becoming more prevalent. However, ethical concerns arise around data privacy, especially when dealing with sensitive medical information. So the Philippine Medical Association and other regulatory bodies must ensure that digital health platforms are both secure and accessible, while the Data Privacy Act provides a legal backbone for patient confidentiality. How about the digital banking and financial technology in our country? Fintech companies and digital banking services have surged in popularity, providing easier access to financial services for many Filipinos. However, with this convenience comes ethical concerns about data security and fraud. No? So the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas has created regulatory frameworks to protect consumers, but the ethical onus remains, no, on these companies to prioritize security and transparency in their operations. Legal responsibility of tech companies. No? Large technology companies operating in the Philippines, both local and foreign, must navigate the ethical implications of their products and services. From data mining to labor practices, no, these companies have a duty to uphold ethical standards while complying with local laws. No? So the Philippine Competition Act aims to regulate monopolistic practices, but ethical questions around how much control these companies wield over public life are still being debated. No? Plus this, the ethical use of emerging technologies. No? This will be the last. As emerging technologies like blockchain, I don't know if you've heard blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, and genetic editing gain traction. No? The ethical and legal implications are yet to be fully understood. So while the innovations offer exciting possibilities, they also come with potential risks such as financial instability or bioethical concerns. No? So the challenge for the Philippines lies, no, in crafting forward-thinking policies. Take note of that. No, our congressmen, no, must craft a forward-thinking policies that anticipate the ethical dilemmas these technologies might introduce while ensuring they are used for the common good. So, the ethical and legal considerations surrounding technology, of course, in our country are vast and complex. So while the country has made strides in creating laws, no, to protect citizens and regulate the digital landscape, ongoing efforts are needed to ensure that ethical principles remain at the core of technological advancement. The balance between innovation, privacy, security, and equality must always be carefully maintained by our officials. Okay, so I think that's it for topic number 2.